Hello, welcome to Code with Vijay. My name is Vishwanathan. I'm working as a senior software engineer. This is my personal blog, codewithvijay.com, and you can follow me on LinkedIn, GitHub, and Twitter as well. So today we'll see how to set up EC2. So EC2 means Elastic Compute Cloud. Basically the two C2 stand for Compute Cloud, which is the backbone of AWS. Okay, Elastic Compute Cloud is nothing but a virtual machine on the cloud. So that's the real power of cloud computing. So without cloud computing, all these modern startup wouldn't have been there, and the cloud computing has changed the world a lot. We got a lot of computing capabilities and all the concept which was around there for ages. Now it's boomed up. Like artificial intelligence and all those things. It was already there. The concept was already there. Many years back, but that back then we did not have that computing capabilities. Now cloud computing has changed the world, and we have a lot of computing capabilities, and which helps a lot many startups to uh, spin up a company pretty fast, and do innovations and all those things. So long story and short, cloud computing has changed a lot, and with lot of computing capabilities. Okay, so this actually a hands-on lab which shows how to spin up an EC2 instance. Okay, so obviously you need an AWS account. You can go with free tier account, and with that we can spin up an EC2 instance, and on the fly I'll explain terminologies, all those things related to EC2. So now let's get into hands-on lab. So let me jump straight into AWS console. So I have logged into my AWS console, and you can see my location as well here. So under compute, we can see EC2. So as I told, EC2 is nothing but a virtual machine running on cloud. Okay, it depends on the option you are selecting. It will scale up, and it will do all the basic setup and all the specs you need to spin your virtual machine, the OS you need, and all those things we can select. Basically it will have all the images of all the operating systems. It can be Windows, Linux, or any other operating systems. It will have all the images, and there are a lot many free tier OS image will be there. So we can choose one of that, and we can spin up that. Okay, so under compute you can see EC2. So let me click on that one. So you can see virtual servers in the cloud. Okay, when you click on that, it will take you to this page. So as I did not spin up any virtual machines yet, so you can see running instance 0 and elastic IP 0, all these are zeros. So once I launch an instance, basically once I launch an EC2 instance, we'll be able to see running instance and all those things. Okay, it is pretty easy to do. In this UI, first thing you have to do is to start EC2, you have to click this button, launch instance. Okay, so if you're a free tier user, then you can select this checkbox, and it will display only free tier eligible images. Okay, all these are Amazon machine image. That is nothing but a snapshot of virtual machine. Okay, we can see all operating systems available, and all these are free tier eligible. So we can select one of that. Okay, the one I'm going to select is an Amazon Linux AMI. AMI is Amazon machine image. Okay, this is the one I'm going to select. Okay, and even that is free tier eligible. Okay, and the default images includes AWS command line tools, or Python, Ruby, Perl, and Java repository. So basically the whole idea is I'll spin up this instance, and I'll install Apache, the web server, and I'll host a sample website in the virtual machine that we are going to create. Okay, so that's a whole idea. And if you want to create a Docker instance, you can if you want to run a container, you can do that as well. So you can see repositories include Docker as well, so you can go ahead with that as well. Okay, so let me select this one. So it will take us to this page. Okay, so here we can see many different families of instances. Okay, general purpose, then say compute optimized. If you want a lot of computing capability to your application, then you can go with compute optimized. Then memory optimized. If your application is consuming a lot of memories, then you can choose memory optimized. Basically that is for the applications or the server which consumes a lot of memories. You can select one of these, and depends on region, you'll get more options. As I'm in London, that location has less family of instances, but you'll get many other different. I can clearly remember how much instance types are there. Probably in another session I'll cover that, but depends on location. You'll get lot many family types. Okay, so all these general purpose are, if you're not very sure which instance type to select, then you can go with general purpose. So basically that will support all your basic purpose. So the one I'm going to select here is this one, general purpose, and that is free tier eligible, and the type is T2 micro. So that's selected, and when you click on next, it will take us through this basic configuration details. So how many instance we need, and the sorry, obviously I need only one instance now. And if you want sport instance is actually another concept to say. Basically, the whole idea is you can sport a price for unused EC2 instance. Okay, and if the sport price, the bid price, no, sorry, it's other way around. So basically, you can bid for a sport instance. Okay, and whenever your bid price is higher than sport price, then you'll get an instance. Whenever your bid price goes down than the sport price, then that will terminate the instance. Okay, so we can see here. You have the option to request sport instance and specify maximum price you are willing to pay per instance hour. If your bid higher than the current spot price, your sport instance is launched and will be charged at the current spot price. Spot price often are significantly lower than on-demand price. So the whole concept is whenever bid price goes high, you'll get an instance, and whenever that bid price goes down, that will terminate the instance. Okay. But for this instance type we have selected, we don't have sport capacity, so we can't do that now. And network, this is the default selected one. If I want to create new VPC means virtual private cloud. That's scope of totally a new session. I can't cover that in this session, so probably in another session I will take a complete session of setting up VPC. So anyway, we have an option to create a new VPC. I'm leaving it as default. Also subnet, we can create our own subnet. I'm leaving this settings as well default. Okay, and so auto assign public IP means basically you'll get an IP from Amazon's IP pool. So I'm leaving that as default settings. And if you want to select an IAM role, then you can create an IAM role. If you're not sure about what is IAM means identity and access management. I have a complete course on identity and access management. Please go and check in my channel. We can I have explained a lot about identity and access management there. So as I don't have any IAM role created, now I'm selecting the default one. And next one is shutdown behavior. So how your instance want to behave when the system shut down. Either you can stop the instance or you can terminate the instance. Okay, if you terminate the instance, then you will not get that instance back again. If you want it again, then you have to create a completely new instance. You can select one of this. If stop instance, you can restart the instance. So I'm going to select terminate for now. Okay, and I'll get termination protection. So termination protection means if you want to protect against accidental termination. So if somebody is trying to terminate the instance accidentally, then basically it will not allow. So we have to go back and disable that option to terminate that instance. So I'm going to protect that for now. And you can CloudWatch is basically for monitor. You can see kind of analytics. You'll get more information on what's going on with the instance, but have to pay additional charge for that. Because of that, I'm going to leave it unchecked. Next one is tenancy. So either you can create an instance, a dedicated server on your own. Okay, it means all the hardware instance will be dedicated to you only, the instance you are creating only, or I can go with a shared hardware instance. Basically the hardware will be shared. When you expand that, you can see a dedicated instance or run shared hardware instance. I'm selecting this one, shared hardware instance. Okay, now when you click next, it will take you to storage section. So basically you can add multiple volumes, and the default one created is root volume type. You can see this is root volume type. Volume type, that is again a scope of another complete section. There are different volume types available for EC2. Depends on your purpose. You can select one of the volume types. Okay, so you can see here size is 6 gig, and the volume types is general purpose SSD. You can select one of these volume types. You can select magnetic or proficient IOPS. Okay, so IOPS means input output per second. So you can select one of these one. The one I'm selecting is general purpose SSD. Okay, if you want to, and root volume type will not encrypt anything, but if you want to encrypt, then you can select another volume here, say EBS, and you can say encrypt it. Then that will encrypt your volume type. Okay, I'm not going to select that now, okay, because this is very high level session on how to spin up an EC2 instance. But subscribe my channel. I'll have subsequent sessions which will take you through the advanced level of EC2. So if you want to get notification, you can subscribe my channel so that you will get notification, and you can see all my videos, subsequent videos or upcoming releases. Okay, now let me click next. Okay, these are key value pairs, or basically it will call as tags. Okay, if we want, we can provide the information about this instance. Okay, one example is who created this, or who is the owner of this instance. Say owner, code with Vijay. Okay, say what's the purpose for training. Okay, you can give up to 50 tags maximum. Okay, so it will provide all the information, or you can provide all the information about your instance. Okay, now configure security group. Okay, so here you can select all the security. So security group is set of set of firewall rules to control your instance, or control the traffic to your instance. Okay, you can select different protocols. If you want to host a web application, you can select HTTPS or HTTPS. Okay, and if you want to do secure remote connection, you can select SSH. Okay, then you can use SSH terminal to connect your instance, or you can see if you're a Windows user, then you can use Putty to connect your EC2 instance. As I'm using Windows, I'll show how to connect to the created EC2 instance through Putty. Okay, but if you're using other operating systems or Mac or Linux, you can connect from SSH terminal. Okay, so you can see by default that is SSH is selected here, and it will automatically select port as well. And this IP here, it means basically everybody will be able to access this instance. Okay, as we are doing a simple setup here, I'm leaving that as blank for leaving the default IP there, that is 0 0 0 0 bar 0. It means everybody can access the instance. Okay, but you can protect it with your own IP. So basically, if you give your own IP, then you can only connect to your EC2 instance from that IP. You can set up that. Okay. As I'm planning to host a sample HTML after I create the instance, I'm going to add another rule. So that is HTTP. Okay, you can see by default it selected the port 80. Okay, and say if I want HTTPS as well, I can select that as well. So you can see HTTPS here, and by default 443, that's a port for HTTPS. By default that will select. Okay, so you can see a warning here. So rules with this source and this IP allows all IP address to access your instance. Basically everybody can access your instance. Okay, so next one is review and launch. But as we have selected HTTP, yes, we can get a certificate. Basically, the concept of public private key certificates. Okay, basically we will get private certificate, and we can while accessing the terminal we can use that certificate. Okay, I'll show how to do that. When we click review and launch, you can see all settings that we have selected. Okay, when I click launch, okay, basically it will show a window like this. Select an existing key pair or create a new key pair. Okay, I'm going with going with creating a new pair because I don't have an existing pair. So when I click create a new pair, I can give a name, say code with Vijay slash say certificate. Okay, so I can download this key pair. So that's saved. Okay, I need this key which I have generated now to connect from my Putty. Okay, because I want to as Putty wants PPK, or basically through Windows we need PPK, not PEM. We have to convert PEM to PPK. But if you are using SSH terminal with another operating system, you can use this key as such without converting. Okay, I'll show how to convert that and connect from Putty in some time. Okay, now let me launch the instance. It will take some time to launch the instance. If you click here, it will take us to this page. Okay, we can see that is initializing. It will take some time, so I'll wait until that. Now you can see the instance state is running. So basically we have spin up a virtual machine on cloud. Okay, so if you want to see the settings, and let me expand this. So if you want to see a bit larger, you can expand like this as well. You can see all the settings here. So basically you can see your public DNS, your public IP. So we need this letter. So when you're connecting from Putty or from SSH terminal, you need this IP. So you can see all the settings that we have created. We can see the instance type, that is T2 micro, and the instance state, that is running instance ID, and all those things. We can see it here. Status check, we can see status check. We can monitor as well. If you see, we can see a real-time monitor here. That is not real time. I think that will update in every 5 minutes. Okay, we can see all those things like CPU utilization, discrete operations, disk writes, or network packets, and all those settings we can see it here. Okay, and the tags. Okay, if somebody's looking at the instance that we have created, and if they want more information about the instance, then we'll get all the information here. Okay, so now let me minimize this. Okay, So first EC2 instance is now running. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show how I can connect to the instance through Putty, and Putty basically Putty will connect to AWS terminal, and there we can install a web server. Basically, I'm going to install Apache, and I'll create a sample HTML and will host that HTML in the instance we have created or in the virtual machine we have created. Okay, and I'll launch that HTML file through browser, basically with the public IP. Okay, so let me go and install Putty now. And if you're not a Windows user, you can use SSH terminal. Okay, as I'm using Windows, now I need Putty. So I've opened Google, and you can see Putty here. So click download Putty. Basically, we need Putty exe and Putty keygen. So that is not Putty keygen, that is Putty gen. So the one we want is Putty exe, this one, and I'm going to download it here. And we need Putty gen to generate our PPK file from PEM file. So I've installed I have downloaded both of that. Okay, now let me go and open it. So let me open Putty gen. Okay, so the first thing we should do is to load the PM file which we have downloaded from AWS while we created the instance, or while we created the virtual machine. So let me load that. So you can see nothing here because by default that is looking for PPK file, and the one we have is PEM file. So click all files. You can see the certificate which we have downloaded, that is .pem file. Okay, when you open that, so you can see successfully imported foreign key, and to use this key with Putty you need to use save private key. So we have to save the private key. So click OK, and if you want to give a key or a password while exporting the key or attaching the key, you can give that. Okay, I'm leaving it blank, it's up to you. That will give an additional level of security, and that is good to do. Okay, so I'm leaving blank anyway. Click on save private key. So okay, so basically that's the warning. Are you want to save this key without a passphrase? Basically we don't give a password. That's the reason we get this warning. Okay, that's fine. Click yes. Okay, and here what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the same name. Okay, instead of PM I'm going to say certificate dot PPK. Okay, or for understanding again, PPK certificate.ppk. Okay, so let me save it. Now that has been saved. Okay, now I need that PPK to connect to my virtual machine which I've created just now. So now let me open Putty. So now I've opened Putty. So here is the place we have to give hosting or our IP address. So if you remember, we while after we created the instance, we got public IP address. We need that IP address now. Okay, so let me go and take that from my AWS console. So you can see this IP address here. So let me copy that. Okay, now let me go back to Putty. Okay, now I got my IP. So the way to give it here is EC2 slash user dash user at the rate my IP address. Okay, also I'm going to give the same here because I want to save my sessions. If I want to use it further, I can save it here. Okay, and next thing I want to do is I want to authenticate with the certificate which we have created, basically the PPK we have created from the PM. So when you click on SSH here, you can see auth, Okay, there we can upload the certificate that we have created. Okay, when you click browse here, it will take to this ppk file. Click on that one and click open. Okay, now that is attached. Now let me go back to session and let me save this session so I can use it later. Okay, now when I open it, it should connect to the virtual machine that we have created, and it will connect to that terminal. So let me click load here and open. So we'll get a warning message: the server host key is not cached with the registry. You have no guarantee that server is the computer you think it is. So that is fine. So click yes. Now you can see the terminal that is connected to AWS terminal. It means basically we have connected to the virtual machine. Okay, so now the next step is basically I'll install Apache web server, and I'll create a sample HTML file, and I'll host that HTML file in the virtual machine, and I'll browse it through a browser, basically with the public IP. So let's see how to do that. Okay, so let me maximize this window. You'll get better visibility. So I've maximized that now. So before installing Apache, I want to give super user permission here. So the way to do is that is sudo su. So that will give super user permission. Now you can see you're in root. Before it was under user, so now you're under super user permission, and now you can install Apache. So let me go and do that. Before that, if you want to make sure all the update has already installed, or if you want to make double sure, you can forcefully install that. So the way to do is yum update -y. So basically that will update everything. If any updation pending, then it will update everything. So now there is nothing left for an update. That's the reason you get this message. It will update everything. Now let me install Apache. So the command is yum install httpd and y. Basically this command will install Apache. Okay, so you can see that is downloading, and now Apache has been installed. Okay, so the next step is to create an HTML file, and I'll host that HTML file in Apache server, and then we should be able to access that HTML through a browser. Now let me go to the root folder. So if you're a Windows user, and if you're familiar with IAS, there's a folder called www.root. Basically IAS look for that root folder, or we can configure to that root folder to host any application from that. Okay, so exactly like the same here we have a root folder. So that is cd where www/html. Okay, so no such directory. Obviously the reason because I've typed it wrong. We don't need a slash after cd, so I'm moving to that folder. That was a typo, w.html. So now, sorry again, now I want to check what is wrong here. Basically I should be able to see the folder. Alright, I got it. Why? Because again there's a typo, because we need like this cd /www/html. Now it should take me to that folder. Okay, we can see that is under html. Okay, let's see, is there any file there now? ls. So there is there is no file in that folder. So now let me go and create one file, and one HTML file. Basically give some information, and I'll be able to access that site from browser. Okay, let me go and create that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a text editor. So we have a text editor called Nano here. So it will open text editor. Okay, in this text editor, we can create an HTML, and we can save that. Okay, so I'm going to create a very simple HTML, just with a heading. So h1 Hello and welcome to Code with Vijay. Okay, so this is very simple HTML, and if you want to exit, Control X. Okay, though, so it will ask to save modified. So type S. Okay, so we made a mistake. So basically now have to give a file name. So let me create again, say code with vijay.html. Okay, let me do it again. H1 hello and welcome to Code with Vijay. Okay, so press Ctrl X, it'll exit. So you want to modify, so type Y. Okay, so file name to write this one. Okay, press enter. Okay, now that's saved. So let me go to this directory. We can see one file here, code with vijay.html. So now that file is there, so Apache should find that file from that location when I try to load that from the browser. So now let me load this HTML from the browser. So before that we have to start Apache. We haven't started that yet. So the command is service httpd start. So now let me go and copy the public IP which is created while spinning up the virtual machine. So basically with that IP I should be able to get the file we have created, that is code with vijay.html. So now let me go and copy the public IP. So this is the public IP. Let me copy that. Okay, let me open a new tab here. Let me paste it and slash code with vijay.html. Basically that should load the HTML that we have created. Okay, that has been loaded now. Let me show the page source. You can see that's exactly the HTML that we have deployed there. Okay, so now we have created a very simple instance of EC2 in AWS Cloud, and we have deployed a sample HTML there, and we have browsed that, and we could see that HTML through a browser with public IP. Okay, as I told, we can it's a very simple introduction, but obviously while in real time we should apply a good amount of or good level of security mechanism. Okay, now we do have a security mechanism, that is to connect with a private key. Okay, that we have downloaded. Okay, though the instance is open to everybody, they should need that key to connect to the terminal. Okay, so ideally in real time or in real world, definitely we need additional level of security. Okay, and different volumes and all those things. But this is a very simple introduction on how to create an EC2 instance. Okay. So that's it, guys. Thanks. Thank you very much for watching this course. And the most important thing, please don't forget to subscribe my channel, so that when I upload new videos, you'll get notification on that. So thanks once again for watching. Have a good day.